Yo, let's do some real reactions, man. So I just brought up Rotten.com, something I used to watch when I was a kid. Had no business being on there. Um, Six most disturbing websites on the internet. Just gonna get into it.
Instacam.org is a directory of online surveillance security cameras. The website features pages upon pages of different security cameras around the world, most commonly in the United States. But what makes this site so disturbing is the fact that it doesn't actually own any of this footage. The description on the homepage of the site reads, "Welcome to Instacam Project, the world's biggest directory of online surveillance security cameras. Select a country to watch live street, traffic, parking, office, road, beach, and earth online webcams. Now you can search live webcams around the world. You can find here, and then it lists a ton of network video cameras available online without a password." So basically how this works is, depending on the manufacturer, different security cameras come with either a default password that's publicly known, or no password at all. What this website then does is find all of these cameras and stream its live feed to their website. So, say you bought a home security camera and didn't bother to change or set a password, or maybe you just forgot to. Well, that live feed is accessible, and most likely somewhere on this website. Of course, to avoid this, all you have to do is set your own password, but apparently a lot of people just don't do this. This proves to be a problem when you realize some people put security cameras in their own homes. Getting further into the pages on the website, you're actually able to see this. What you're looking at right now is an example of one I found while getting footage for this segment. This man is most likely oblivious to the fact that his camera's live feed is accessible online. You're also given the country, region, city, and even coordinates of where this camera is.
That's crazy. Hey, yo.
Now, from my research, these coordinates are just estimates, but still, this is a lot of information that could be used maliciously. Also on the homepage it states, "Only filtered cameras are available now. This way none of the cameras on Instacam invade anybody's private life."
They still got this up?
However, as we've just seen, this doesn't exactly seem to be the case. They do give you the option to email them to get your camera removed, but obviously I've never done this myself, so I don't know how responsive they are. Or you can always just change your camera's password to get it off the website. Though most people with these cameras probably don't even realize they're on the website in the first place. The whole legality of this site falls under a bit of a gray area, resulting in it being up as long as it has.
What is that?
It's not explicitly stated that it's illegal to access these cameras, because, well, they have no security preventing it. It would be illegal, however, if the website accessed these cameras by hacking the passwords set by the users. But this isn't the case. This means the website can't really be taken down, at least as of right now. YYY.info is a much stranger website. Upon visiting it, you'll be met with a screen packed full of different text, pictures, videos, and occasionally you'll hear different audio. There's no specific order to anything on screen, it's all just kind of put together in a seemingly random way. And every time you refresh the page, you get something completely new. There doesn't seem to be any real narrative to the website, it just looks...
This remind me of like when we used to do like JavaScripts, like HTTPs, like on MySpace, you know what I mean? Like when you used to like do coding and stuff like this, this remind me of like coding.
Looks completely random. Like, for example, a piece of text I found that was in English read, "No one would deny that the painter has nothing to do with things that are not visible. The painter is concerned solely with representing what can be seen." Another piece of text read, "My father was a fisherman, so I grew up on boats. You give a boat a name and eyes, and a lot of times it acts like a person and even tells you things. But it isn't a person. Not really. Fishermen are funny sometimes, but my father used to say that you could tell when a man was really crazy, because if he didn't like his boat, he'd sink it instead of selling it. A boat has a spirit, but it takes more than a spirit to make a person. There was a lot of other random text, but most of it not in English. People have tried to make sense of the website, but haven't really ever gotten a clear answer. Eventually, people started noticing there were hidden links you could click within some pages. They were extremely rare and hard to find, but if you did find one, it would take you to some pretty weird place. After refreshing enough times, I actually found one myself. It led me to a completely purple background with an audio clip in the top left corner. This is the audio it played.
You know the crazy part about like when you click on stuff like dark web or like certain links or whatever, like they take over your PC, turn your webcam on, stuff like that. Like, bro, it gets crazy.
That's pretty much all it was. There were no words or anything. I'm not really sure how to describe it, it's just kinda eerie. Other people have reported to have found links that led them to other places. One person found this weird 3D rotating teapot. Somebody else found this strange image that doesn't seem to have any meaning. But most disturbing was one user who found a link that led them to this. Black and white security camera footage of someone's bedroom, with what looks like someone in the bed. Different links are still being discovered today, but again, no one knows exactly what all of it means. Some have speculated that it's just some big complex art project, but others believe there's some deep hidden message behind all of it. PlaneCrashInfo.com is a website that archives every plane crash around the world. The website goes back as far as the first ever plane crash on September 17th, 1908, to the most recent plane crash as of the recording of this video, that being May 11th, 2022. In other words, if there was a plane crash that occurred, it's most likely going to be on this website. Entries will typically include information such as the date, the location, the route, the pilot, the type of aircraft, the details of the crash, and the fatalities. The website holds a lot of different statistics. One of the pages compiles all accidents with unusual causes. So, for example, on this page there's an entry I found where on August 25th, 2010, quote, a passenger brought aboard a crocodile hidden in his sports bag. The crocodile escaped, causing a panic among passengers who all rushed to one end of the...
Bro, a nigga brought a crocodile. A real crocodile. On a plane. These niggas is...
plane. This caused an imbalance in the aircraft, which led to a loss of control and a crash. There's a lot of other pages too, some being quite a bit darker. Like, the website has a page for the 100 worst plane crashes in terms of fatalities. You can also do things like search for a specific flight, sort by category, so like only crashes caused by lightning for example, or you can look at just the photos from the accidents. But most people consider the last words page to be the most disturbing. As the name suggests, the last words page features the last words said by pilots before their aircraft crashed. Reading them as text on your screen is one thing, but some of them actually come with real audio recordings from the pilots' headsets, where you can actually hear their last words being said. I'll play one of these audio clips now, but it's pretty unsettling, so if you'd rather not hear it, you can skip to the timestamp shown on screen. The last words page is filled with many other recordings just like this one.
Whew.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Started.
Thisman.org is a website that was created way back in 2008. The story goes that in 2006, a patient of a well-known psychiatrist in New York said she kept having the same man repeatedly appear in her dreams. She was asked by the psychiatrist to sketch out the man she was seeing, and this image is the sketch she created. The sketch would lie forgotten on the psychiatrist's desk for a few days, until another one of his patients recognized the face and claimed he too had seen the man in his dreams. This would prompt the psychiatrist to send the sketch to some of his colleagues that have patients with recurrent dreams. It's said that within only a few months, 4 more patients would come out claiming they had also seen the man in their dreams, with all of them referring to him as this man. The photo then got out, and at least 2,000 more people from multiple different cities around the world recognized this man as someone who appeared frequently in their dreams. This is when the website you're seeing right now would be created, which was in 2008. But it wasn't until 2009 when the media would really start to pick up the story. Different portraits were made, a few of which can be seen on the website. And all around the world, posters with the text, "Ever dream this man," would show up in real life. One of the pages on the website features dreams people have had of this man. For example, one read, "I've always had this dream of flying in the sky over my city and observing my friends from up there. Since I moved to another house, I started meeting this man while flying. Not every single time that I have this dream about flying, but often enough. He flies too, but he never speaks." Another dream on the website read, "The first time I had a dream about this man, I was having a hard time at work. I had a dream about getting lost in a huge and deserted shopping mall. Suddenly, this man appeared and I started running away from him. He chased after me for what seemed like an hour until I found myself against a wall in a kid's area in a supermarket. At this point, he smiled at me and he showed me the way out towards the cash desks, and I woke up. Ever since that night, this man has appeared in all of my dreams, and he always gives me directions to get out of the dream and wake up. While these recounts, and just the website as a whole, can be pretty disturbing, the whole story around this man and the website itself was later found to be a hoax. It was confirmed that it was simply a marketing ploy, but it was never revealed what was actually being promoted. Though, while the whole story behind this man is fake, this doesn't discount real people who have actually claimed to have seen this man in their dreams. I mean, when this whole thing was popular, a lot of regular, everyday people came out and confirmed they too had seen the man in their dreams, even after the whole story behind him was debunked. But, ironically, I think the theories page on the website can actually help explain this. One of the theories, named the Dream Imitation Theory, states that when people around the world were being exposed to this phenomenon, they became so deeply impressed that they started to see this man in their dreams. In other words, the vast amount of news coverage this man was getting is what was causing people to then form this man in their own dreams. Another theory, called the Daytime Recognition Theory, states that the apparitions of this man are purely casual. The man's face is so incredibly average-looking that because we typically don't remember faces in our dreams exactly, our minds end up filling this man's face in their place. Whatever the case, the effect this image and website had on people around the world, even if the story behind them isn't true, is still disturbing. Superbad.com is another extremely strange and seemingly random website. It was first created way back in 1997. Upon visiting the site, I was met with this screen. This is the current homepage for Superbad.com. I say current because the homepage changes to something different around every month or so. Using the Wayback Machine, I was able to see some of the homepages that were used in the past. Some are a lot creepier than others, but still, all of them just look completely random, with no real meaning behind any of them. However, every homepage will typically have a few clickable links. These links will take you to more random pages, and these random pages will...
Bruh, that's how it used to be, bro. Like, it was just like, page, you just gotta click on, like, just go around, just click and stuff, like, it's...
Oftentimes have links that lead to even more random pages. Basically, you click through pages until you hit a dead end. And there are seemingly endless pages on the site, with more still being discovered. The website was created by a man named Ben Benjamin. It's said that it was created to give Ben a way to test the early tools and methods web design had to offer. It's now recognized as a sort of art piece, but a lot of people speculate that it's a lot more than that. and that there's some hidden message somewhere within the pages. Though it's still debated whether that's actually the case or not. GoodbyeWarden.com is a website dedicated to the last words of death row inmates in the state of Texas. Currently, the website is not up, likely due to a lack of funding, and it probably won't ever be up again. Using the Wayback Machine, you can see that the last time it was up was over a year ago now. The home screen of the website shows only 2 sentences. They read, 565 death row inmates have been executed in Texas since 1982. These are their last words. The website itself is pretty straightforward. There isn't a whole lot to it. Interestingly though, there is a page named Word Cloud that displays the most commonly said words in the last statements. But other than that, pretty much all you can do is scroll through the different death row inmates' last words. If you go to the About page, there's a paragraph that reads, "This page is not intended to glorify or denounce the accused. It is not intended to promote or criticize any religion. Rather, it is simply intended to explore the mindsets of 565 human beings who face certain, unavoidable death." And exploring these mindsets is what truly makes this website so unsettling. Clicking through the statements, you'll notice many inmates make apologies as their last statement. But terrifyingly, others maintain their innocence to their last words. And yet, others refuse to even make a last statement. The statements themselves range from short to long. But regardless of what they say, the fact alone that these are the last words being said by human beings is truly disturbing.
Hey, let's get into the next video.